The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Milner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Milner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Looking deep down the right side. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The give to the left side. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backward.
Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Behind his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
There he goes.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and...
Wide open spaces. The tag. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Hauser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it in.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They're working that left side. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Orange with that goal line virtually on their heels, trying to find some room to operate. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Syracuse will be forced to punt.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They'll declare. Penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35.
Got it. 3 and 25.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, it's just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got it, and he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Look out, he's got room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisville! Lining up for the PAT. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping to run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cuse. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback takes a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away.